Regular Nobodies.
I don't know, but nostalgia is really huge. This will be many parts. We'll probably come back to it like a few weeks or so.
We can do a follow-up on nostalgia later on. For now, we just talk about nostalgia. We don't even need facts for nostalgia.
No.
Yeah, okay.
But I have one for
Let's take a walk down memory lane, people.
All right.
This
I
is
have
happening.
really fun.
Nostalgia.
Let me start out.
I guess.
I've been thinking about this.
All right.
So this was before your time, and I imagine you remember the commercials.
That's not.
We picked them up.
Okay.
Sock'em Boppers. It's giant inflatable balloons you put on your fist.
Oh,
and then
dude, with the rubber band on the end?
No, they're imagine
like boxing gloves.
Boxing
but they're
gloves?
Giant.
but a giant.
Oh, God.
I imagine that the reason why they stopped making those was because it's not exactly good marketing for you to advertise
Beat the
punch.
shit out of your
Right.
brother.
Beat the crap
the
out of
shit
your
out of-
family members and friends. Right.
Yeah, you got your 4-year-old beating the shit out of your parent, and it's like,
Bah!
No, when I was a kid, though, it was fun to play Rock'em Sock'em Robots. That was fun.
oh, the little.
Yeah.
Knock their block off.
So, Back to the Future 2. The date they travel to is my birthday
It is your birthday.
in 2015.
That's pretty cool.
That's nostalgic. Because I watched that movie
I
on
loved
that day.
hoverboards.
Oh, cool.
I wanted hoverboards so
Dude,
bad.
yeah, that would have
Like,
been so cool.
Back to the Future.
Yeah, I was like, why can't they just do that already?
Yeah, and then they
Please?
give us
Yeah,
hoverboards,
and then they make
they're just
hoverboards.
handleless segways.
Right, and it's so not Back to the Future.
No, give me a Back to the
No.
Future hoverboard. That would be pretty cool.
I mean, they made actual DeLoreans. They don't time travel, but, there are DeLoreans that look like the
Doc Brown's
DeLorean.
DeLorean.
Right, in the real world, but no, you can't have hoverboards.
I think the best you could do is because not everything's magnetic, so you can't use magnetic propulsion. You'd have to use some kind of air system.
If you had a self-contained electromagnet, it would very much be fine.
Explain the
Yeah,
sentence.
explain this.
I'll have to look.
No, don't fucking look it up.
Nope, too late.
So Saturday morning cartoons. I don't know how it was for you guys, but
Amazing.
when I was a kid, like 8 or even like 5 and 6, yeah, I would get up Saturday morning, and then the run would be G.I. Joe, and we're talking original G.I. Joe, original Transformers, original Voltron, He-Man.
Ah, He-Man.
He-Man, yeah, and
I have the power.
Yep. And now I don't know if you watched because they kind of revamped it, like remake, sort of He-Man. Later on, it came out like
I don't know. It
A
looked
while
pretty
ago,
old.
but- yeah.
Big bulky He-Man guy with a bowl cut, yellow bowl cut hair.
Yeah, terrible cartooning.
Yeah.
Yep, old school.
Green Tiger, right? It's a green tiger he writes on.
Yep. That was.
What about
shit right there?
Thunder?
The
Thundercats!
Oh yeah, definitely watched Thundercats. That was part of the lineup.
See, I'm not old enough for that.
No? What's your lineup then?
Yeah, what was your
Well,
sixth?
do you even have Saturday morning
TikTok.
cartoons?
No. It would be like Fairly Odd Parents, Chowder, shit like that. Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Way past my time.
OG SpongeBob. But
Oh, geez, SpongeBob.
Yeah, here's cartoons that people.
you'd still need a track, by the way.
Huh?
With the electromagnets.
Yeah, so to unlock the vaults, you got Whatever Happened to Robot Jones on Cartoon Network. Sheep in the Big City.
I don't think I ever watched Cartoon Network. That's like past. Like I stopped watching, like Saturday morning cartoon kind of stopped at a certain point, and then it started becoming just like regular broadcasting, and then I don't know, you got Saturday morning cartoons, though, right? Like you get up on Saturday morning and go and
Yeah,
like
I think it
or
was
7 in the morning would start. And,
yeah, I think the channel was like on Fox, and it was like Fox for Kids or something. You'd have Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, like OG Pokemon, like the
Right.
first season.
The GOAT.
Yes.
I really liked the movie
Like,
with
movie.
Lugia.
oh, well, that's the second movie. That's Pokemon 2000.
Regardless, I still fuck with it.
Irregardless.
What's
No,
up?
I'm kidding. That's not a word.
Irregardless.
People say irregardless, and I'd just be like, that's not a word.
That's not a
Why
word.
would you put ear in front of regardless?
Well, what
There's no
about
point.
one things that sayings that drive me crazy when people say, "I can care less," or no, it's "I could care less." No, it's "I couldn't," because
Right.
if you could care less, you'd show you care a little bit
Or
more.
how about this one? I'm gonna take some meat out of the fridge and unthaw it. Eh?
Wait, no, you don't unthaw it in the fridge.
I'm gonna take some meat out of the fridge and unthaw it. You don't unthaw meat, you thaw it.
Oh, I was thinking about
If you unthaw it, you'd be putting it in the freezer.
yeah, and like if it's in the fridge, it's already thawing.
Mm-hmm. Or this one, you say you ask somebody, did you go see this movie? And I'm like, yeah, I seen that. You seen it? Did you?
Seen tit.
I seen it. Yeah, I seen that. You seen that, huh? You mean you saw that? You
No,
have
it's-
seen that?
No. When you say saw, you're cutting things.
Saw is also past tense of seen
Seesaw?
or see. I seen that. No, you didn't. You saw
We're
it.
venturing away from nostalgia.
This is true. Nostalgia. All right,
Well,
we're gonna hop back on memory lane.
yeah. Well, I mean, you could say like a lot of that's like arguing with your classmates. No, dude, you're saying it wrong.
Black Ops 2.
Old
We're currently in
colloquialisms.
In the year of Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 2.
Who cares? I was like,
That's nostalgia.
I love
yeah, but
Black
I was like
Ops
15
2.
when that came out.
Regardless.
I still play Black Ops 2. That's all I
But
mean, it's not all I
thing
play,
is,
but
that was how many years ago?
I don't know.
Over a decade.
oh, I love Black Ops 2.
Yeah, whatever.
You're old.
Yeah.
How about this for nostalgia? The very first Borderlands.
Oh my god! I was in Texas. My mom bought it for my birthday. It was 2008, I think.
I don't know if I should say this on the internet.
Oh, so I would have been in Michigan. I probably played it with my younger brother.
I don't
a
know
lot.
if I should say this on the internet, but my first copy of like OG Borderlands was a burnt disc.
No, you can't say that on the internet. Wait.
Can we say that? But it was a burnt disc given to me, and I played the shit out of it.
Given to you by someone that we won't. even
Someone I'm not
mention.
going to name.
We'll say statute of limitations.
Mm.
Over a decade, eat my ass.
All right, so for you guys, nostalgia-wise, what pops out to you when you think of Star Wars? What's like when you're a kid? What was the Star Wars?
I remember seeing Revenge of the Sith in
Star
the theaters. In
there was nothing.
Revenge of the Sith.
yeah, I think it was may have been the Beaverton Theater.
Yeah.
It was
mean,
probably
Harry
it was
Potter.
probably Midland.
Was that the first one you ever?
Yeah, that was the only Star Wars that. Yeah, I think that was the only Star Wars that
Mm.
came out when I was.
Revenge of the Sith.
The Hobbit.
Because when I was
watched
a
all
kid,
those in theater.
you only had 4, 5, and 6. I mean, for like 30 years. That was it. That was Star Wars. The entirety.
Episode 3, 4,
You know,
5,
4, 5, and 6.
4, 5, and 6.
And then they didn't come out with 1, 2, and 3 until I was like 18, 19, something like that. Maybe even closer to 20. It was a long time later. And then episode 1, 2, and 3 came out, and I was looking forward to episode 1 so bad, and then I went and watched it, and I was like, oh.
Hey, come on! The prequel.
I love the prequels.
The prequel memes are great.
I love. Okay,
Hello there.
at the time, did not care for the prequels, but then I saw 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, and then you
And-
saw what Disney did.
Now, can we say Disney?
Can we say that?
Now I have a lot more respect for the prequels because it's actual Star Wars because George Lucas did it. You know, if it's not George Lucas, it's not Star Wars. That's the way I feel.
It's all non-canon. How about that?
Sir.
Sir, down in front.
Keep your head down.
In front. Get out of here. Security.
Get out of here. Can we escort this fool out? Look at him.
Both of them.
But yeah, that's
Oh,
the Star
there's
Wars
number
today.
6.
Misa Jar Jar Binks. Misa so muy stupid. But yeah, everybody loved Jar Jar Binks. He had the toys everywhere. I never had one because
Well, I
didn't like
thought
Jar
people
Jar
hated
Binks
Jar
is a
Jar
Sith
Binks.
Lord.
the women loved Jar Jar Binks because he was cute. Just like women loved. Now I'm not saying that, okay, not women.
Sex.
Let's say
It's because of
people
his massive
who
tongue.
like cute things went out and bought Jar Jar Binks toys. People who like cute things went out and bought a whole bunch of group things.
Yeah, you just unlocked a memory vault. We had a Jar Jar Binks toy. His hands were kind of up like this.
Yeah.
And when you pushed his hands down, his tongue would come out. And
Oh, no.
we remember like putting his hands down and like just he didn't have a tongue for long.
Wow. Oh yeah, because you grab the tongue.
Yeah, you grab
Right.
and just. Ah.
Don't do that again.
Just rip the tongue out of Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, kids are brutal.
I'll tell you what, kids are brutal. But I don't know what else nostalgia-wise. What else did you guys watch growing up?
Man, that's a
Speak.
great question.
I remember seeing Charlotte's Web.
Charlotte?
I think it was like
I mean, Polar Express.
3rd or 4th grade. 3rd. Yeah, we walked from the Clare school.
My man.
Harry Potter. That was alright.
I did
wasn't
get
a
to
fan,
watch.
but
I watched a couple of them in theater.
I thought Lord of the Rings was done very well when it came out. I was not really a fan, but I enjoyed watching them. But here's the thing: when you watch them in theaters, I don't know if you guys actually watched them when they came out in
No.
theaters. All right, so it would be 3 years between each film. So the entirety, and each movie was 3 hours long. So it like took 9 years for Frodo to complete his task, in my mind. Okay? And so it's like, wow, this guy's really suffering, this poor guy. But then when you go and you watch them when they're released on DVD, and you just watch 9 hours of movie time, you're like, wow, it really wasn't really that bad. I mean, he tripped over some rocks and met some people, and...
One does not simply walk into Mordor.
Right, no. No,
Oh.
he had to climb over some rocks.
I liked the Hobbit movies
You like the Hobbit
a
movies?
lot more, honestly.
I
Seemed
rem-
like it was just a gross use of CGI to me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there. I mean,
like dragon.
the dragon looked really good. Smoke, right?
Yeah, Smaug.
Smoke. Yeah, he looked. I wish.
CONtrails.
No.
Wasn't he voiced by Cumberbatch? Benedict Cumberbatch?
I don't know. I'm gonna fact check that.
I think he was.
Yeah. Well, anyways, when I was watching him in the movie, all I could think about was how cool it would be if Skyrim dragons were like that.
Oh yeah, just huge.
Massive, huge, and then like their facial animations
Yes.
look that good.
Benedict
Benedict
Cumberbatch was
Benedict-
Smaug.
Cucumber.
Right, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch.
So, hey, if you have any nostalgia that you want to share with us, drop a comment in the comment section below. And please like and subscribe.
Yeah, especially if you grew up in the mid '90s. My kind of cartoons was well, I guess I didn't really start forming memories until '99.
99.
But
Early 2000s.
The 80s. I mean, damn.
I was born in 01.
Yeah. I was born in 79.
'95.
So, yeah, like and subscribe. Drop comments.
Watch out for them CONtrails.
Watch out for the
CONtrails.
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 Yes, we have running jokes here, people. That's why you have to watch all our videos.
Yeah, if you don't watch them all, I'm gonna be sad at you.
Yeah, it
You're gonna be sad
incentivizes.
'cause you're all great. I'm sorry.
I was gonna
I'm
say
sorry.
it incentivizes watching the previous episodes. You want to watch them. Well,
And then you'll have context.
And then
Yeah.
you will have nostalgia.
yeah. Yeah, right. A year from now, it's like, well, let's see how these three evolved, and it's like, wow, that looks like shit.
Well,
Granted,
You gotta start
I also
somewhere.
look like
Yeah,
shit.
you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
At some point, when we're big, everyone's looking at us like, wow, you guys that's pretty lame. But everyone started out with.
We all start somewhere.
Yeah, everyone starts out with 6 followers. Then you
Mhm.
get 100. Then you
right.
get.
But we're up to 8 now. 8 or
We're at
Is it-
8 now.
are we at 8? I think we're
I
at 8.
don't know.
Yeah, last I knew we were at 6.
Nah,
Or fuck.
fuck.
Yeah, 8.
8. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
A couple of mutual friends.
Yes, but we would like total strangers to subscribe to us too. We're okay with total strangers.
We
Yeah.
were total strangers to each other.
Yeah.
And now we do a
We
podcast.
do in fact want all of the regular nobodies.
That's right. You are all regular nobodies just like us. Don't lie to yourself.
Yeah, that's why we titled that, because we're just
Average people.
we're just average people. we work, and then we hang out after work,
And do this.
and then it's like, well, why don't we just start recording what we're doing?
And we're not talking some like restaurant shit where we just like goof around all day or what. We're talking hardcore factory shit. We're
Yeah,
talking
we
like,
work factory.
We're talking like running a marathon for 8
Blue
hours.
collars.
You're like 8 hours. These guys, I do 12.
My
Fine,
mom
do
does-
12. I don't care.
Yeah, my mom does 12.
That's your choice to make.
But yeah, we're not sitting in a desk job where, oh no, I had to file 12
You see the
sheets of
purple
paper.
bags under my
My
eyes?
fingertips are sore from typing all day.
My entire body's sore.
No,
Yeah,
we're
that's
lifting
fine.
30, 40-pound boxes
Over
over our
head.
heads.
Yep.
I mean, over your heads maybe.
Right, you're
Whatever.
level with it. You're just like,
Yeah, it's funny.
y'all don't
Whenever-
know how tall this guy is.
Yeah, whenever I'm walking by your line, and every time, like your eyes is like right at the light bar, and every time I see it, I think about how they like.
Yeah, it's kind of nice because none of the lights are blinding to me because they're
No,
all I'm like either eye level or slightly above them.
Well, when they're trying to like anonymize people and they have a black bar over their eyes. That's whatever I think. It's like instead of a black bar, you just have a light bar over your face.
What?
Until I go,
That's funny.
what?
Ah.
Huh?
Huh?
Hit him with the huh.
Tell you that.
Yeah, I hit the supervisor with 2 Huns.
Yeah, you told me that.
Oh yeah. He was like, "Are you fine if
What
Yeah.
are you doing?
He was like, "Are you fine if I back to back this world change?" And I was like, "Huh?"
Huh?
And he's like, "Are you fine if I back to back this world change?" And I was
Hey,
like,
cat.
"Huh?"
Hey, cat. No, no. Oh no, it's an earthquake! Get to the chopper! I'll be back.
No, what about that scene when he's on, what is it, Total Recall, when he's on Mars?
Oh yeah.
And then his eyes are popping out of his face.
That's where I get that from. It's
Oh.
freaking Predator though. Yeah, that was some shit right there. That's where he says get to the chopper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Come with me if you want to live.
right. Sarah Connor. Then he kicks the shit out of the door.
Fuck that door.
Yeah.
Oh, Terminator. Nostalgia.
Terminator was awesome. When that movie came out, it was actually kind of frightening. You know, just the idea
When-
of this unstoppable machine.
When did it come out?
I don't know. When I was a kid.
Oh,
Like, I wasn't allowed to watch it for a while.
oh, really?
Yeah, as a kid, because it was rated R.
Oh.
So, but I watched Terminator 2 Judgment Day when that came out. That was...
October 26th, 1984. So, like, right before Halloween, 1984.
I was not allowed to watch that as a kid. But
I remember being young and thinking how bad old movies looked.
Mm.
But now some of the new shit looks worse.
No, like, the fact that you said
True.
1984, that
Terminator
movie,
is well done.
that movie
Yeah.
looks like it could come out right now.
Well, some of the prosthetic shots, like when he's like pulling, like working on himself in the room, and you see his face in the mirror.
Yeah.
Some of that's a little dated, but
Yeah, but
still.
no, like, why do movies look like, for costumes, why does it look like they went to the high school drama club, grabbed whatever they could out of there, and then the CGI is done by someone who was fresh out of high school?
I think now they're just trying to pump movies out. I don't think they really care much about.
They know
quality.
they'll make a profit.
And I don't know
Well,
if you guys noticed.
Some of the more recent ones have failed.
But they regurgitate
epically.
the same stories over and over and over. And now, if you tell someone the same thing over and over long enough, it becomes like just a mode of thought. Like you don't even think about it. And so, could be that's what they're doing by just regurgitating the same stories over and over.
Here, I got a conspiracy.
Oh,
So
no.
the reason why Disney keeps releasing their old movies and doing live remakes is because they don't want it to go into what
The public domain.
public domain.
Mm.
Like this Snow White movie, absolute bomb. There's no way it can make back
Oh,
the
I know.
cost.
People are not liking that movie. And you know,
It's sad because that's what
their own.
made Disney Disney.
Was
Yeah.
the original
that was
Snow
the
White.
original cartoon I think that they released was Snow White. I mean, well, no, it was the first cartoon that Disney made.
Wasn't it like the
Steamboat Willie?
Yeah,
with
the
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse whistling on that boat.
Mhm. And that's like their classic
Can we say that?
imagery
Can we
now.
say
Yeah,
Mickey Mouse?
isn't that public domain though?
I don't know.
Whistling Willie.
I don't know.
I don't know if
I
Steamboat
really-
is
I really-
public domain.
I really think it is.
Disney is a little stingy.
They get around
it.
Yes.
There's a reason Mickey is still owned by Disney and not in the
Yeah.
public domain.
Yeah, I do have another fun fact about Disney.
Ooh.
So, in 2019, there is a couple. No, I'll go to the present of when it happened.
All right.
I think it was like 2024. A couple went to Disney World, and they went to one of the, the many dining areas,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't remember if it was the husband or wife that had a very severe food allergy. They're like, would you be able to accommodate my husband or wife? They have a very severe food allergy.
I know where you're going with this.
And they're like, yes, of course. So they get the meal, and the person ended up having a severe allergic reaction and ended up dying.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
Not good.
yeah,
Very not good.
the husband or wife was trying to sue Disney, and during the case, Disney was like, well, okay.
You better push up your glasses. Actually.
Yeah.
Actually.
Disney was like, actually, back in 2019, you know that free trial for Disney Plus? Well, in the terms and conditions, it says that you can't sue us.
Oh, wow, they get you with the fine print.
Yep.
Yep. You gotta read that fine print. You really do. It's like Facebook. Did you know that by signing up for Facebook, they can use anything that you put on Facebook legally?
Yeah.
If you put a story, like you wrote a story, it's original story, and you put it up there in pieces just for people to read or whatever, Facebook now owns it. And you cannot have it. anymore.
That's ridiculous.
It's true though, but people don't realize that. Photographers who put their photography up on there, and now is owned by Facebook.
Yeah, if you paid like $100 for the Facebook app, I doubt that would be a thing. It's free for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
We're the product.
They steal your information.
Yeah, but it's in the fine print if you just read it. Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna get into it right now.
Yeah, we're not talking about conspiracies right now.
Okay.
That's a different topic for a different time.
Booga booga booga.
Yeah, don't you love nostalgia? It's kind of like everywhere.
Nostalgia's great.
My head's
Nostalgia.
out of
Huh?
Huh?
I was like, I wonder if I stand up, my head's out of frame.
It is.
Probably.
It is.
But everybody can see how tall you are.
Yeah,
Is-
that can wait.
But yeah, shit.
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 No, remember
Oh, shit.
when Facebook first came out and you had these really annoying people that, hey, visit my farm. You see in your notifications, invites you to your farm, invites to your farm, and
The games. The
Facebook games
Yeah.
sucked.
Yeah, I don't get that anymore, which is good.
I
I had to turn off Facebook notifications on my phone because anytime a notification would pop up, if I was doing something else on my phone, it would literally take over my phone and just take me to Facebook. Yeah, so I had to turn it off. Nothing about Disney. I don't know if you noticed, but you go to Walmart now, there are no Disney movies. It's just other shit. No Disney movies. It's like they're so stingy that they can't even have any of their stuff.
No,
You
they just
can
release
only
them all
stream
on
it.
Disney
Yeah.
Plus.
Now, Disney can get pissed off at me for saying that, but I mean, it's true. You go into these stores and there's just nothing Disney there. Maybe one or two. I mean, there's like a Captain America movie maybe, but it's like a dual pack or something.
Yeah.
It's probably just, here, you can have this dual pack.
Something left over.
Yeah, so leftovers.
Yeah, I wonder why, I wonder if there's some kind of like legal regulations why Disney has a separate streaming platform, Hulu. Why aren't they the same? Because Disney owns Hulu.
You remember Family Video?
Yes.
When they used to be? If they got a Disney movie in, it had to go out on the shelves immediately before any of the other new releases. It was a rule.
Damn.
Yep.
I didn't know
An
that.
employee told me that.
Yeah, I was unaware of that.
There you are.
Now I am.
I have another story about employees telling something.
Ooh. What's up?
When you work at Little Caesars,
Oh.
there's a very specific way that you gotta put the pepperoni on. Very specific.
Very
way.
specific. Hi.
No, you don't put the pepperoni there. You put it right here, and then you put more over there.
Well, that's interesting. Pepperoni is pepperoni is pepperoni.
Yeah, if I get the toppings that I ordered on the pizza.
And I know at Papa John's,
Hi.
and now you can't see me, which is surprising.
Whoa.
But at Papa John's, you had to do a certain number of slices of pepperoni around the outside, and then a certain number, and then a certain number.
Mm. Well, I'd say that was a pretty good episode. We even have, what, viewers? Is that our audience? The cats?
Yeah, he's watching over us.
Yeah, they're the temporary audience. They don't count in the YouTube
Yeah, they don't count in the viewer count.
statistics.
I hope you all enjoyed our little podcast, our information. I don't know if it helps you or...
Ranting.
Yeah, like I said...
Nostalgia.
If you have any nostalgia...
CONtrails.
CONtrails. If you have any nostalgia about CONtrails...
Nostalgia on chemtrails.
Yeah, well, you look up.
chemtrails!
Oh shit,
You can't
CONtrails.
say chemtrails!
Well, no, remember being a kid looking up in the sky? It's like, wow, look at that contrail.
Wow, look at that contrail. It's so beautiful.
CONtrails.
I can't wait to breathe that in 3 days.
I can't wait till it's fog.
Getting real froggy.
Alright.
Speaking of fog,
Yeah? What about it?
it's foggy. Or it was.
It's snowy.
Was it yesterday?
I don't know if it was foggy yesterday.
I couldn't see Riley's car.
If it was foggy yesterday, it makes sense because they're trying to dose us for the weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, did I say that out loud?
Oops.
Chemtrail.
Anyways, bye.
This is all speculation.
Right. It's all speculation here.
It's all speculation.
All speculation.
It's all fake news.
Chemtrails aren't real. If anyone thinks they're real, they're paid actors.
Don't take my word for it.
It's all just speculation.
Alan Rickman.
The late great. Alright, and the cat's eye has it.
Alright, that's it.
That is it. That's gotta be it.
My head is in fact out of frame when I stand up. Oh, so yours.
Woo!
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.